All right, well, excuse the lighting. It's 4 in the morning. And I just watched Mr. Kirschman's video about Pota. And I think that he was way too nice and patient. The spotting on the Pota website is ridiculous. First of all, the entire page, your entire screen, if you go to a typical spotting website like DX Watch, you can see 50 spots on one screen, not 6 or 8 or 9 or whatever. It's 3 rows. They don't have to be this big. You have the whole screen. You could put that in a format that if there's tons of activity, you should be able to see more than 1 or 2. And maybe there is only 5 or 6 activators at a time. That seems to be pretty typical. But with the reverse beacon network and the respotters, am I unaware of a rule that says if a guy was spotted 2 minutes ago, then you work him, that you have to respot him? The spotting website is not your personal logbook. Okay, you don't have to. It's not required if you make a contact that you respot the guy. Are you narcissistic? Is there something wrong with you that you have to let everybody know that you spotted him? If he was spotted 45 seconds ago, some of you guys respot. There's no need to do that. If you need to tell people that you work some guy at a crappy park in, Minnesota or someplace, go on Facebook and tell people that might care about that. Nobody cares. If he's already spotted, he's on there, do that. If you go, the reverse beacon, let me talk about that real quick. I'm just rambling here, but Mr. Kirschman's right about the RBN. There's no need to do it that way. People spot themselves half the time. We don't need the reverse beacon network doing our chores for us. There was a guy Saturday, and I was listening to him on 20 meters, and I had my hands full with another project. I was going to call him when I was able to get away, and he just went away. And I looked at the spotting page. Well, he was on 30 meters. I tuned there. He wasn't there. I said, well, maybe we don't have a path on 30 meters. I looked over. He was on 40 meters. And then he was on 17 meters. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, I sent him an email asking, just curious, why were you bouncing around so much? I was trying to work you and couldn't zero you in on your frequency. He said, oh, sorry, OM, hi. I was just calling CQ to see where I would show up on what bands on the reverse beacon network. I forgot that I would be spotted on the spotting page. Ha, 7-3, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like he needs to get into Whisper or something if you really want to play with propagation, It's ridiculous. Just like the FT8 guys have ruined DX Watch by posting every single call sign they work on DX Watch. They're going to end up doing the same thing with the reverse beacon network. And what you have is a good tool that can be helpful turned useless. These FT8 guys think that it's required to automatically send a spot to DX Watch. Joe Blow, K7 whatever in Salt Lake City, works a guy in Chicago. He has to spot it. And then 2 minutes later, he works a guy in Oklahoma. He has to spot it. It's not DX. I think we have a group of hams that are narcissistic and have to have some kind of attention, and maybe they don't have a good enough station to compete and win awards, or who knows what. Maybe they were never praised as a child, and now they have to just post everything they can because they need attention. They need attention by spotting, oh, I work this, I work that, and then they got to destroy these clusters with their nonsense. You know, the respotting. I see guys on Pota respot, 45 seconds later, 2 minutes later. Why? Anyway, I just wanted to throw my rampage in there also. 7-3 from W5OTR.